right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Gator. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the mark.
And right away, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles, so this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go, sir. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
So now the Bills are going to line up here to go for 2.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Ready to go.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
They'll take over.
We got this.
First down and 10 at their own 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, wahoo! Hurry, hurry!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
41 Mike. Watch that.
2nd and 3. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Check. Hey, Charlie. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. 41's the mic. 41. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. I smell fear in that offense. 2.
He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th.
Ready? Five.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Hills. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Here we go.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Coaching skill.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, dude. Ready, go.
A give to Harris. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Ready. 60 out raw. Check 9. 61. Matchbox, light.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. They go with Chubb on second down. He's going to have the first down past the 20. As he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
On first down, it's Taylor. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, and it's Pollard again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run the counter. It's Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Here's Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a carry for Jacobs, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Go, go, go. Back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 15. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Once again, it's Jacobs. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. It's going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Taylor. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or more. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Now Chubb running right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, box drop. Let's go. Shoot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining. You're out. Ready, go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to air one out. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Pollard. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go!
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
I got one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, zoom.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come to my work. Buzz. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go, D. Get up.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready? 60 outlaw. So don't say nothing. Go. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. It's our field. It's our go.
They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Great job. Touchdown for days.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, 8, read. Check Mike. Double tight. 4 down. Joker.
Second and 11. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bravo.
At the 36-yard line.
I'm going to wedge that, huh? 3 buzz. 41's the mic. Check 41. Come on. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down, went backwards, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. Sterling Shepard, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?